A young boy, Max, in a dusty old attic filled with cobwebs, boxes, and antique furniture. He is holding an old yellowed treasure map with a look of surprise and excitement on his face. Sunlight streams through a small window, illuminating the dust in the air. The scene should feel nostalgic and adventurous, with the attic full of hidden objects and treasures waiting to be uncovered. 3 kids, Max, Lily, and Ben, sitting together in a backyard. Max is holding an old treasure map, and all 3 are eagerly studying it. Their faces are full of excitement and curiosity, and the grassy backyard has trees and a wooden fence in the background. The atmosphere should be one of friendship and adventure, with a warm, sunny day and a feeling of anticipation. 3 kids walking through a dense, mysterious forest. The trees are towering with thick trunks and tangled vines. The sunlight barely penetrates the canopy, casting long shadows across the forest floor. The children, carrying backpacks, look determined as they navigate through the dark and eerie woods. The scene should feel adventurous and slightly ominous, with the wilderness seeming both inviting and foreboding. 3 kids standing frozen in a dark forest, looking around cautiously as they hear strange noises from the shadows. The trees are tall and thick, with vines hanging down and fog beginning to creep through the scene. Their faces show a mix of fear and curiosity as they listen carefully. The atmosphere should feel tense and mysterious, with shadows looming and the forest growing darker around them. A giant ancient oak tree standing tall in the middle of a dark forest. Its twisted roots form a cave-like opening at the base, partially covered in vines and moss. 3 kids, Max, Lily, and Ben, stand in front of the tree staring up in awe. The tree's branches stretch high into the sky, and there's an eerie, mystical feel to the scene. The atmosphere should be magical and ancient, as if the tree is guarding secrets from a forgotten time. 3 kids crawling into a hollow space formed by the twisted roots of a giant oak tree. Inside, the hollow is dark and filled with dirt and leaves, with a rusty old chest half buried in the ground. The light filtering in from the entrance is dim, casting eerie shadows across the interior. The scene should feel suspenseful and exciting, as if the children are on the verge of uncovering a long-lost secret. 3 kids gathered around an old, rusty treasure chest, which is now open and filled with gold coins, sparkling jewels, and ancient scrolls. The children's faces are lit up with awe and excitement as they stare at the treasure. The dim light from the forest and the hollow casts a warm glow on the treasure, making it shine. The atmosphere should feel magical and rewarding, as though the kids have just uncovered a great mystery. 3 kids standing outside the hollow at the base of the giant oak tree, holding the treasure they've just discovered. They're smiling and cheering, with the forest around them now bathed in soft golden sunlight, creating a more welcoming and safe atmosphere. The treasure chest, now open, is beside them, glittering in the light. The scene should feel triumphant and joyous, celebrating their success and the end of their adventure. A young boy, Max, sitting at a small wooden desk in his bedroom, carefully studying an old treasure map spread out in front of him. His room is cozy, with books, a lamp, and posters of explorers on the wall. Max is focused, tracing a path on the map with his finger deep in thought. The map is yellowed and filled with strange symbols, with a bold red X at its center. The scene should feel quiet but filled with anticipation and discovery. 3 kids, Max, Lily, and Ben, packing backpacks for an adventure. They're excited and chatting as they stuff snacks, water bottles, flashlights, and other supplies into their bags. The scene is set in a bright, sunlit backyard or porch, with the kids looking eager and ready to explore. The mood should be light-hearted and fun, with an air of preparation for an exciting journey ahead. A narrow, overgrown path winding deep into a dense forest, with 3 kids, Max, Lily, and Ben, walking along it. The trees on either side are tall and close together, with vines hanging down and leaves thick overhead, blocking out most of the light. The kids walk cautiously, their eyes scanning the area for clues. The scene should feel mysterious and slightly eerie, with a sense of the unknown lurking around every corner. 3 kids walking through a darkening forest as the sun sets in the distance, casting the sky in shades of orange and purple. Long shadows stretch across the forest floor, and the kids have their flashlights on, illuminating the path ahead. The atmosphere should feel magical yet slightly foreboding, with the fading daylight adding a sense of urgency to their journey through the woods. Max leading the way through the forest, holding the old treasure map in front of him, while Lily and Ben follow closely behind. Max's expression is determined and focused as he carefully navigates the dark, shadowy woods. The light from their flashlights cuts through the dimness, illuminating the path just ahead. The scene should convey a sense of leadership and bravery, with the forest still feeling mysterious and unknown. 3 kids sitting on a fallen log in the middle of a forest, taking a break from their journey. Their faces show signs of fatigue and doubt, as they wonder if they should continue searching for the treasure. The forest around them is dark and quiet, with only the faint sounds of nature. 1 kid holds the map while the others sip water from their bottles. The scene should feel reflective and uncertain, with a sense of hesitation in the air. 3 kids standing in front of an old tree in the forest, where they've just discovered a hidden clue, perhaps a carved symbol or ancient markings. The kids look excited and amazed, pointing to the clue as they realize they're getting closer to the treasure. The forest is still dark and mysterious, but the discovery brings a burst of energy and excitement. The scene should feel triumphant and mysterious, with the carved symbol illuminated by their flashlights. 3 kids crawling one by one into a dark, hollow space under the roots of a giant oak tree. The inside is pitch black, and the kids use small flashlights to light their way. The hollow feels narrow and a bit claustrophobic, with dirt and roots surrounding them. The scene should feel adventurous but also suspenseful, as the kids enter the unknown in search of the treasure. An old, rusty treasure chest, half buried in dirt and covered in cobwebs, hidden inside a dark hollow under a massive oak tree. The chest looks ancient and weathered, as though it hasn't been touched for centuries. 3 kids stand around it with their flashlights, eyes wide with anticipation. The atmosphere should feel mysterious and exciting, as if the kids have just uncovered a long-lost secret. 3 kids sitting on the forest floor outside the giant oak tree, looking up at a clear night sky filled with stars. They're tired but smiling, celebrating their discovery of the treasure. The treasure chest sits beside them, glowing faintly in the starlight. The scene should feel peaceful and triumphant, with the night sky providing a magical backdrop to their victory. The mood is one of quiet celebration and relief after a long adventure.